Do you actually have to spend all your time in university studying to get good grades? No. And I'm telling you this as somebody who was suspended from university but made it to the dean's list when he graduated. So let me show you what you should be doing instead to maximize your time and increase your productivity to get the best grades possible in the university. Hi guys, this is Sammy from Samotivation. At the university, I knew so many people who would spend all their time studying. But in the end, although I studied less than they did, I would actually get higher grades. And how is that possible? We're actually talking about people who were, frankly, much smarter than I was and would work much harder than I did. And why is that? Because I made much better use of my time and would end up having free time as a result, where I could actually enjoy my university experience. Set a clear goal at the very beginning of the year. Why? Because when you have a goal in mind, it's so much easier to reach it. So if you want an A or 100% on your grade, when you aim high, when you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve, you will be able to plan ahead and see how you can do it. And because you're watching this video on self-improvement, I know that you don't just want to pass your class, you want to get the best possible grade in it. Now, once you have a clear understanding of your goal, meet your professors during their office hours and tell them that you're aiming for an A in their class. Make sure that you ask your professors what you can do to get an A in their class and what's expected of you. Get a planner and create a study schedule. In my agenda, I used to plan literally every aspect of my university experience. From what time I got up at, what time I had breakfast, how much time I spent meditating, working out, studying, going out with friends, even watching movies and reading books. And this will help you so much in planning your time efficiently, so you don't spend all of your time studying and eventually burn out because of this. And one thing that I did personally was I would plan all of my work and all my studies for during the weekend. And during this time, I would also complete all my readings, all my assignments, freeing up my schedule throughout the week to do things that I actually enjoyed doing. So in addition to classes, I'd actually go to my jobs, student jobs that I had, spend time with friends, hang out, and actually have fun. A planner is super useful, and I really recommend you get one because it'll help you minimize distractions and focus on enjoying your university experience as opposed to just studying all day long. And one more important thing, make sure that while you're studying, you clear yourself of any distractions. So put your phone on Do Not Disturb and just focus on that hour or two studying of exclusively that. No browsing on social media, no texting friends, definitely not watching Netflix or sometimes even listening to music can really distract you while you're doing this. Active listening. During your classes, make sure to take notes of what the professor says and what discussions are happening in class. This will help you reference the information in the future and also keep you involved in class so that you're not distracted with other things on your mind. And one motivation tip straight from my heart to yours. You don't actually have to spend your time reading an entire book to get a good grade in class. You can read book reviews, you can use ChatGPT to summarize information, and one thing that really helped me, instead of reading a full book for the class, especially if you're in liberal arts, you can afford to do this. Not necessarily, and do not do this in the sciences or medical profession because you actually need to know every single aspect in detail of what you're learning. But in liberal arts, like politics, for example, or literature, or philosophy, you can afford to take these shortcuts by not reading the book fully, but instead using book reviews. So I would read 5-6 book reviews before class, show up to class having known what's in the book already, knowing what to debate, having different perspectives, and half the time I'd actually get a much better result in the class than those who would spend the entire weekend or weeks reading the entire book. And make sure that you always ask upperclassmen for advice, particularly because it takes so much more time for you to learn things through your own trial and error. So make sure to speak to upperclassmen, ask them how they figured out that class, and how you can improve your grade and what tips they'd give you in dealing with this particular subject or professor. I hope you liked this video. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the very next one. This is Sammy, signing off.